T-Bone and Danny haven't really started working yet. I mean, we've all begun working together. We've all begun discussing music, pulling references, going through the initial process you go through when, music can actually affect a movie almost more than anything else. It establishes the tone, and it literally can change the way you feel or perceive a movie. And so that's a very, very long discussion that happens between me, T-Bone, and Danny, and that's already begun. Danny was out last week. T-Bone's been out like 3 times. We've begun this conversation now of trying to understand what this is musically, but that's not going to start to bear fruit for a while. Oh my God. Well, I mean, it's an intensely physical movie, first of all. Jen is in, someone said Jen's in 110% of the movie, which is really true. She works every day, all day. And it's a very physically demanding thing that she's doing. And she did train really, really rigorously. She worked with an athletic trainer, someone who conditions athletes in Los Angeles. She had intensive archery training. So she's had a very rigorous, athletic conditioning program. That's a really good question. Again, there's just some things you don't want to give away. You wouldn't want me to give them away. I think it's going to be a fantastic moment when it happens in the movie, and I can tell you what that is verbally, but it kind of wreck it for people. So I'm gonna resist the temptation to give a spoiler on my own movie right here. I mean, I think there's many iconic moments in the movie, or there are many moments that fans gravitate to, and that are tremendously important to them. Obviously, the death of Rue is something that every fan brings up, and how emotionally powerful that is, how important it is to the movie that you not pull punches, but that also be handled sensitively and emotionally and honor the emotion of it. That's just a beautiful scene that was really, and T-Bone wrote a beautiful lullaby for Prim's lullaby that is eventually sung to Rue. That's just absolutely gorgeous. And Jen practiced and rehearsed that with T-Bone. And sang it in that scene. So that was a tremendously emotional scene, I think, for everyone to shoot, and one that was tremendously important. I shot one yesterday, the moment before she goes into the games and she's in that launch chamber, and the tense moment with Cinna before she actually has to leave. I mean, that was hugely important. Obviously, the tribute parade, when she becomes the girl on fire and the flames are trailing behind her. That's hugely important, and I think everybody thinks about the Barry scene, with her and Peeta at the end, and the fact that they would rather give their lives than to take one another's life, which I think is one of the most poignant and really powerful things in the book, and something that every fan gravitates to. So, I think those are just some of the moments, but they're all tremendously important. I mean, look, Suzanne wrote a book full of dozens of those moments, and so that's one of the reasons it's so popular. And we, my job is to do justice to all of those.